We might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Clock at 2. Booker with no one around drills the three-pointer. Booker's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Suns. Here now the Clippers. It's a three-point game. The pass to Zubac. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Drills it from outside.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Okogie. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
With Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Lets it go with the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Westbrook against Paul. A three from Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 9.
He has the touch to do some damage from three-point distance.
Paul passes to KD. And there's the drive. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Leonard, no luck. Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Paul outside. He kicks to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George dishes to Leonard. And the rejection by Ayton. Paul, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Morris. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. A crossover. Leonard, no luck.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Paul with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And here's Booker from the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. Booker's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Here's George, and they'll get another chance. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Covington wide open. He fires. And the three off target. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Now George. Here's Leonard.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
Paul with the ball. George picks him up, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Beasley's checked in for the Suns. 41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Covington. And George kicks to Zubac. Covington with the bucket.
And the handles Covington has are impressive. Slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Paul passes to Booker. To the left side wing. Pass to Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Zubac. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here's Leonard from 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Phoenix. He notched 8 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then there's Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. And it's the Suns with the ball. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Ayton in the high post. Over George. Paul kicks to Booker. Just 3 to shoot. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Well, the more strength he adds, the more confidence Darius is going to have in going into the lane for plays like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Bazley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
Booker finds Paul. Here's Okogie. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. Booker looking around. Kicks it out to Paul. From deep three-point range. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear
over the back.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Plumlee attacking. It's Covington on the wing. Westbrook dishes to George. Over Booker. And it's George missing. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's the three. Paul, a good look. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Suns. Driving in, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter. You trusted him with the pass that time.
Passes it to Bazley. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. That's a 2 from Paul. Warren finds Paul. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Covington. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
And that one is good. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and there's the call on DeAndre. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Suns, Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Bazley. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Devin Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And George drops them both. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Stolen by George. Ross against Leonard. Outside for George. Fires from deep. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Ross. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Here's Plumlee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Plumlee's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Left side, Warren. Covington with the steal.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Ross passes to Paul. And he lays it straight in. Paul's got 12 in the game.
There's a dependability when Chris Paul needs to get the scoring going. He's still capable of doing that. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so we wrap up the first half. Los Angeles on top, up by 7. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Clippers leading by 9. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Westbrook motoring through the maze of defenders right there, and the explosive finish.
And George kicks to Covington. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by Durant. A three from Warren. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Westbrook passes to George. Kicks it out to Covington. Again, the Clippers.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Paul George with the steal.
Oh, that was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Ross finds Paul. Shoots over Covington. And here's Warren for three. Here's KD. And that one drops. Durant's got 7 points.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
Here's Westbrook. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
The second chance effort. Rebound by the Clippers. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Off target with his 3. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 18. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Okogie's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Terrence Ross.
And way downtown, Durant truly knows no limits.
And Westbrook, here we go. And finished off by Westbrook.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nobody near George. That 3 off the mark. Suns trail by 16. Booker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Fader on the way. Connects from 3-point range. Booker's got 11.
It would be an all-star guard like Devin Booker. You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
The kick out to Westbrook. Covington in the corner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Well, Phoenix shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. KD dishes to Ayton. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. George finds Leonard. Plumlee with it. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Puts it up from 15, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Westbrook passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son,
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Plumlee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Leonard kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality. And then, of course, a power finish.
Clippers leading by 8. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. For 3, Booker, the basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 4 assists in the game. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
substitution. Ivica Zubac.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Covington sends it back.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
Leonard dishes to Covington, and Durant sends it back. Now here's Ayton. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers in the lead. It's Westbrook with the drive. Outside, George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
George passes to Covington. Back to George. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Stolen by George. Outside, Covington. Pass to Leonard. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Booker the pass to Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
They grab their own miss. That one falls. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Pass to Durant. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Okogie. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Westbrook finds Covington. And it's off from three-point range. Suns trail by 3. Ayton a screen on George. Booker the pass to Ayton. Okogie for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Durant the pass to Ayton. Back to Durant. To the middle to take the lead. And the rejection by Zubac. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Right side Leonard. They need this. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Out to KD. There's the pass to Okogie. Over in the corner, Paul. Pass to Okogie. The ball beyond the arc. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Leonard attacking. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. The dish to Ayton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And George kicks to Leonard. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
And the Suns call time. It's tied at 72. 5 seconds left in the game. Here's Booker. Money!
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
And here's George for three. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
I smack clowns with mad style.
afraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Edwards finds Conley. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
The corner three isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
And Ayton with the stuff.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now here's Towns. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. He shoots. And that one's long. And the Suns with possession. And last year's outcome. So unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And Minnesota has possession, following the score by Phoenix.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Pass-first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Towns on a screen. Edwards with it. Durant covering. Here's Gobert.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Here's Okogie. The three-pointer off the mark. Stolen by Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Okogie. Ayton with it. Booker for 3. Here's Okogie. Back to Paul. Here's the 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 3rd assist of the night. Conley finds Edwards. Can they get it? So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Now here's Durant. Paul passes to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Towns. And Durant with the block. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Edwards, the pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Paul passes to Booker. The fader.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Outside Conley. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Booker on the tape.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Shot is good by Edwards. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Conley passes to Edwards. Here's Gobert. No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Pass to Durant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards against Booker. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards for 3. On target from range. Edwards has got 13.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Right side Durant. Stolen by Conley. Paul against Towns. Left side Conley. Back to Edwards. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with Darius Bazley, and it's Ayton in at the center position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Warren, shot is good.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
The Timberwolves trail. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Booker can't get it to go.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Towns finds Gobert. Back to Towns. Releases. And Ayton pulls it down.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
It's Booker on the wing. Picked up by Bazley. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's Booker after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Bazley. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Towns. Gobert with it. From about 16. 4 on the clock. Now Edwards. Booker defending. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And stolen by Edwards. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. Ross comes in for Booker.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And it's good for two.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Edwards finds Gobert. 6 to shoot. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Warren, shot is good.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Conley goes in. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Conley. Here's McDaniels. Now Towns. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. With 1 on the clock. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. Gobert with it. High post Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
35 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Warren. It's Ross on the wing. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Conley passes to Towns. Back to Conley. Over to the wing. Fires from deep. Towns can't get it to go. It's a one-on-one situation. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
And we're through the first half of play here.
Fans, put your hands together and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Edwards. Outside Conley. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 15. Back to Conley. Towns down low. He's against Ayton. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throw. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Pass to Gobert. Top of the key. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side, Paul. For the lead. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Towns passes to Edwards. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Towns. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
For 3, Durant. Oh, he trains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Towns passes to McDaniels. Towns on a screen. This one for 3. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got his 2nd basket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Conley on the attack. Gobert finds Towns. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. From deep. Hey, nice D from Ross. The Suns trailing.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. There's a minute 54 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Gobert with it. Durant covering. Towns on a screen. Conley passes to Gobert. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Kevin Durant. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Here's Ayton. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Edwards, a pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Conley against Paul. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Can't hit that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Here's Okogie, guarded by Edwards.
If he's got a path to the rack, it's going to be a strong throwdown for Okogie every time. I mean, he doesn't mess around when he gets in tight. He's banging.
Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. Paul with a steal. And they're on the break. Ahead, here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Suns making a change here. Baisley's checked in. Here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 6.
Hey, a savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Pass to Bazley. Outside Booker. Now Ayton. Paul with it. Oh, and he missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. It's good if it goes. No good. Misses at the buzzer. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck and neck.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our... State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Darius Bazley. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And stolen by Edwards. Gobert inside. He's covered by Ayton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
The Suns making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Now here's Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker can't get it to go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And stolen by Edwards.
Oh, man. What a punch that was.
Bad intentions. And that one is stuffed right through.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Ball from deep three-point land. And again, another missed shot. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Conley. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And so he makes both from the line. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
For 3, Booker nails it from 3.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Booker. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now here's Towns. Shoots over Durant. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Yes! And the foul! It goes on Mike Conley.
Yeah, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think Durant is going to back down from the opponent. Man, what a strong finish there.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley passes to Towns. Here's Edwards. For three. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Stolen by Conley. Fast break, Minnesota. The finish. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share.
Now here's Booker. Back to Durant. And the three off target.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Pass to Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Booker for three. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 8 assists in the game.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Down low. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Here's Booker. Paul finds Durant. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now here's Edwards. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Gobert often hits for a higher percentage from the field than he does from the line, but they really need his free throws here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Phoenix no good that time either. And stolen by Durant.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Edwards for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Booker no good. Here's Gobert. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Exceptional. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
courts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Towns kicks to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Outside Conley. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Give Conley credit. He's recognized the need to become a knockdown shooter and put in the work.
Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Out to Edwards. No good on the 3. And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a 3-point game. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. He shoots again, and he sinks the layup. Leonard's got his second bucket.
You can't forget to box out Kawhi. He is very aggressive at putting shots back.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Pulls it from the elbow. Almost, but it rolls out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
To end the run, Towns, no luck.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Now McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Back to Gobert. Passes it to Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. Westbrook with it. Conley picks him up. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Westbrook. 6 points for Leonard.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's Los Angeles now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
For 3, Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. Leonard with the steal. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
I'm amazed at the level of creativity by Russell Westbrook. His dunks are special. He's an outstanding athlete.
George passes to Westbrook. Morris outside. A 3 from Leonard. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Out to Edwards. Zubac against Gobert. Leonard with the steal. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Some will call Westbrook a stat stuffer. But for him at this stage of his career, it's about trying to win titles.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 10. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Zubac the pass to Westbrook. Back to Zubac. On the wing, George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Outside Westbrook. From deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Zubac finds Westbrook. Here's George with the drive. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Edwards against George. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Leonard with the steal. Stolen by Conley. Pushing it up. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's George, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. You know, I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Towns, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Westbrook with it, picked up by Edwards. And here's Leonard from 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Stolen by Zubac. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
What strength from the seasoned veteran. Leonard loves going at defenders and scoring on them.
Conley for three. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And the 3 ball is good.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Zubac.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 8 points.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Morris passes to Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Here's Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Leonard's got 20 points.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi difficult to stay with in transition.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
He's an elite defensive talent in the game. The arms of Rudy Gobert just go on forever.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David Wilson. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Paul George with the steal. And the wide open shot from Morris. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Westbrook finds Zubac. Towns with the steal. And now here comes Conley leading the break. No good there. 80 that time from Leonard. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. George dishes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's McDaniels, covered by Morris. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers leading by 21. Outside, George. A three-pointer, no good. the Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
Man, that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And here are the Clippers now. Outside for George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Inside, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Stolen by Zubac. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. A three from Morris. Buries it from three-point range. Morris has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers. Right wing. Towns for three. Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got 6.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
GA, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
That's a 2 from Towns. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. A 3 from Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards, rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Stolen by Zubac. And here we go with Westbrook into the hoop.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 6 points for him.
Size matters. No one stopping Gobert on that shot.
A 3 from Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. McDaniels. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Out to Conley. Here's McDaniels. Timberwolves keep it alive. Towns for three.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
For Minnesota, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Edwards. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. The offensive rebound. Gobert dishes to Edwards. And here's Conley outside. Good on the triple.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Los Angeles leading by 23. From deep three-point range, Morris, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Pass to Edwards. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Puts one up from 19. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Stop it on a dime. Kawhi showing good body control on that pull-up.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Leonard from 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Towns for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Here's Zubac. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
George with the ball. Conley picks him up, and that one's good. Leonard.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
George finds Westbrook. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Conley for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Edwards inside, defended by George. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Good on the three-point shot.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Outside Leonard. Dishes it to George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They poured it out tonight. Dominic. All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, the claw! I mean, Leonard controls the ball with those massive hands, just throws it down. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Leonard. Left side Covington. Takes it inside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Booker against George. Clock at 6. Over Booker. They double team George. Offensive board. Out to Covington. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Yeah, well, Covington was totally prepared there. He had the shot all picked out and just needed to be fed.
And Ayton with the stuff.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident. All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Here's Durant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Durant's got 5 points.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Now here's Ayton. Soft touch off the glass. He has 6.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
The Suns have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Kogi. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Durant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And Booker is the guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. Second shot opportunity. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. And Durant slams it home.
A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
George passes to Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ball finds Ayton. And stolen by Leonard. Looking to end the run. George, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Booker attacking. And Booker with the jam.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. George passes to Leonard. 5 to shoot. That three's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Durant. Shoots over George. Here's Ayton. Outside for Booker. Pure from three-point range. Booker's got 7 points.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Pass to Okogie. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He drops it from range.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Durant for three. Here's Booker. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Suns. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Inside, Zubac. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. To the middle. And Durant with the big finish.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That one's off.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Ross, he's checked in for Devin Booker.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Zubac with the steal.
He set that trap up perfectly. He had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Paul. Outside Durant. Outside Ross. Durant inside. Oh, my goodness. How about that?
Super long. KD's arms stretched for days, helping him slam it on the bounce.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Covington. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Ball against Westbrook. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Paul. Paul's got 8 assists here tonight. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Off target with the 3. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Ross. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The vertical of Covington paying dividends. Fantastic job leaping up to slam it down.
Down low. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Covington. Leonard left side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
The Suns making a switch here. Warren's checked in.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Durant. 17 points in the game. And the shot goes.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Durant. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Pass to Zubac. Covington with it. George outside. Here's Zubac. Nice move. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Chalk up 2 there.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've done a great job containing Westbrook, and with his explosive... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. George against Booker. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got 14, and pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Here's Covington. They get the rebound. Zubac. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. 9 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Paul. Here's Booker. And he banks in the layup. Booker's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Puts up a 3. Warren, the pass to Booker. Fades and shoots. And the 3-pointer goes. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Here's George. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And the bucket is good.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Yeah, such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Suns. Okogie's checked in. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Deflects the pass. George with it, now guarded by Booker, and he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 19. They get it back.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Back to Okogie, and stolen by Covington. Here's Westbrook, and then Westbrook slams it in.
Yeah, this is how powerful Westbrook is at the rim. Looking like he wants to tear the basket down.
Durant with a screen on George. Booker for 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And Westbrook slams it home.
What relentless energy from Westbrook on the drive. Not letting the defense get in his way.
Ayton, a screen on George. And Booker with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Plumlee throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. That's good from Plumlee. There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd. Durant with a screen on George. Booker for 3. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Plumlee, no good. Booker against George. 16 feet out. Booker can't get it to go. And so it's Phoenix. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. They're efficient. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Booker, good.
All Booker needs is a little bit of room, and the moment he gets it, he pulls up.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
For three, Covington. Here's George. Up and in on the layup.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
The drive by Paul. Oh, Westbrook with a block. In transition. That's tipped. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
Tough hoop from Kevin Durant. KD makes those look way easier than they actually are.
And finished off by Westbrook.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Ayton, a screen on George. An open look for Booker. Again, the Suns good for two.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
Leonard for three. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. From behind the arc. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Ayton. Ayton's got assist number 5 here tonight. RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
Nice shot by Okogie.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
Here's George. The Suns clear it. On the wing, Durant. Pounded by Westbrook. Durant, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Booker on the take. Shoots over George. Durant, the pass to Paul. Leonard against Booker. 6 to shoot to the inside. And Booker with the jam.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for DeAndre Ayton.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Pass to Paul. On the take. Count it. Good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Leonard shot's good.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Westbrook against Booker. Covington passes to George. Now here's Leonard. Oh, rejected by Ayton. For 3, Booker. Paul George pulls it in. And here are the Clippers now. Leonard right side. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Over the years, we've seen Leonard add different things to his game. Now, an offensive machine.
Booker for three, and no good. And George launches it from deep. It's off. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
I smack clowns with mad style.
be a crowd pleaser. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. In this kind of matchup, it comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. A putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Here's Paul. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Okogie. Booker looking around. 5 to shoot. They get the rebound. Back to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, what a sequence by Kevin Durant. If he's near the cup, when a shot goes up, he's going to use that length, his feel for where it's going to come off, and he's going to make you pay.
They grab their own miss, and Gobert kicks to Conley. From past the arc, sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Now here's Booker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Edwards against Booker. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Over in the corner, Conley. And he drives in. Another shot. Here's Gobert. Out to Conley from downtown. Keeps it alive. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Woo-hoo, that was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Out to Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Ball kicks to Durant. Towns with the steal. Stolen away. Durant with it. Conley picks him up. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Now here's Edwards. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Fast break, here come the Suns. Booker with no one around. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 4. Edwards passes to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Back to Gobert. And here is Paul. No points in the game yet for him. From 10 feet out, uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Well, pre-shot preparation is there. Chris Paul anticipating his teammates going to deliver it, and then he delivers on the make.
Now here's Gobert, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Towns.
Well, you can see he's an improving defensive presence, right? DeAndre Ayton has got to commit and do what it takes. Where you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And Katie, here we go.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there.
Oh, that's unbelievable. How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Plenty of offense. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Gobert finds Conley. Clock at 6. Driving to the basket. Towns wide open. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Towns with it, now defended by Warren. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
I love when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Stolen by Warren. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Edwards drives in. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Ayton. Tries again. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Edwards inside. He's guarded by Ross. McDaniels with the ball. Towns in the corner. Shot clock at 6.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And Towns drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Down low, here's Ayton. Shakes him, and Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Durant. Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Gobert against Ross. Gobert the pass to Towns. Goes back up, and the layup is good. Towns has got 13 points in just this quarter.
It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
Durant with a wide open look. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Left side, Towns. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Ross with a wide open look. Another three for Phoenix. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Lets the three fly. Kept alive. And Durant is right there. Durant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Well, you simply have got to box out Kevin Durant. If you don't, he's so good getting position and finishing with authority. Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. The dish to Conley. Towns, high post. Shoots over KD. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Edwards looking it over. The drive by Gobert. Out to Edwards. Over Paul. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David, for that interview.
31. The Suns, 37.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
On the court for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
Edwards gets to Conley. To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential. Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
And Gobert kicks to Towns. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Driving the lane, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Okogie. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
All alone known for mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Conley finds Gobert. And here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Misses the three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Conley gets the bucket.
Wow, fearless with defenders all around him. Mike Conley in the paint.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. It's a three-point game. Passes to Ayton. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Go ahead, Mr. 8. How about that finish?
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Towns kicks to Edwards. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
It's never easy to keep Gobert off the glass. Soars over the defense for the putback jam.
No good from Durant. Timberwolves trail by 3.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Here's Paul. 8 points for him. The pass to Okogie. The shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards kicks to Towns. Out to Edwards. For the lead. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 6. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Here's Gobert, and the rejection by Ayton. And here we go, Paul heading to the hoop. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
Beasley's checked in for the Suns. T.J. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Booker, good.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
Here's Gobert. It's off the run. No good on the layup. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Paul for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Beasley. Stolen by McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. There's the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Ayton. That's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton. And now it's an 11-point Suns lead. Poke loose. Pass to Towns. In deep. Here's Gobert. It's deflected.
Boy, blocking is a skill Darius Bazley is trying to develop, and that hard work paying off with the swat.
Passes it to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
On the wing, Booker, covered by Conley. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And here's Booker from the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Durant checked in for Bazley.
Substitution for the Suns, Kevin Durant.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. No good from Booker.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Poked away, stolen by Durant, and now the Suns, a fast break, throws up, and Ayton throws it down. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Boy, KD has become such a feared defender, and there creates off his defense an easy opportunity for his teammate.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Edwards finds Towns. Ball against Conley. Here's Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Over Booker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. And Edwards drops them both. There's 1:47 left to play in the final quarter. Paul passes to KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, you can see that the team relies on Kevin Durant to be consistently productive, and he is delivering.
Gobert against Ayton. It's good. 14 points for Rudy Gobert. Phoenix leading by 9. Now the pass to KD. Here's Paul. Outside, KD. Ball against Conley. Back to Durant. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. That's a 2 from Paul. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Gobert finds Edwards. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And there's the call on DeAndre. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And Edwards drops them both. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Phoenix has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. KD a screen on Edwards. And here's Booker from the arc. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
How about the explosiveness from Kevin Durant? What injury? Forget about that, folks. Up and off his feet.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good.
Now, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand. Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
So the Suns win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Smack clowns with mad style.
ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's George. Pass to Westbrook. Leonard for three. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Edwards finds Conley. Back to Edwards. And the layup is good off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's George. Good work defensively by Towns. First quarter, just over a minute played.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Over Covington. And there's Towns on the assist by Edwards. Towns has gotten his second bucket on the night.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
And they're running. He gets it in there. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
FBA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. George for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. Covington against Towns. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
George finds Covington. Leonard for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Covington. Outside McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Towns. And stolen by Covington. George passes to Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Stolen by Conley. Gobert with it. Nice move. Paul George pulls it in.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubac. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's George. And George with the jam.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction. Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
For three, Covington. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Towns. Fires the three. Tries again. Here's Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
For 3, Covington. Kept alive. Zubac buries it down low.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Blocked! Westbrook drives. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What a fantastic play by Russell as he gets up in the air. That is just not your average 2 points.
Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Shoots from 14. Good. He hits the jumper.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota, hunting for opportunities. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the lay-in.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
George for 3. And Conley grabs the miss. And Minnesota has possession. Pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Let's go with a 3. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. The drive by Westbrook. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, BA, rather than a shooter because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
Pass to Leonard. Takes the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McDaniels inside. Pounded by Westbrook. They get it again. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. Great D that time from Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Outside Covington. Westbrook outside. Out to Covington from the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up top. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. The 3. McDaniels can't hit.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career. That had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves trail. Towns passes to McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. McDaniels got himself on the board with a 3 there. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. George, Minnesota with a rebound. There's a minute 12 left in the half. Gobert passes to Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 11 points.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Covington finds George. He buries it from 3. And the Clippers lead by 1. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
George passes to Zubac. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on both. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Conley against Zubac. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. And that one misses.
Well, we've seen teams go all in to acquire Kawhi Leonard. Easy to see why. He just changes the course of a franchise. Any team he's on legitimately has a chance to win a title.
Westbrook gets the buck. Appreciated, Allie. And
28, the Clippers, 31.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the floor for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. McDaniels from long range. Covington grabs the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the basket by Leonard.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
The Timberwolves shooting around 41%. Conley passes to Edwards. Launches a 3. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Yeah, that's what he's doing best right now. Plumlee loves to convert as close to the rim as possible.
Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got 13.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Three-pointer. McDaniels. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Covington from deep three-point range. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Back to George. Launches it. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Towns can't get it to go.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns for 3. Oh, Covington with a block.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
And finished off by Westbrook.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Drains the triple.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting just about 33% since this second half started. McDaniels finds Edwards. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Counted from distance.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. There's the 3. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Big when Russell Westbrook starts hitting from deep.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He's off on the first.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with the controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
For 3, Conley. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Los Angeles, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Leonard for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got assist number 5 here tonight. The kick out to Conley. Towns for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. They led the game at one point by 20. Pass to Westbrook. George for three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Edwards. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Towns for 3, getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
George finds Plumlee to the paint. Here's Leonard. Sinks the 15-footer. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Conley passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. George against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels passes to Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Here's Towns. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
You know, he's doing whatever he wants on offense in this one.
Back to Westbrook. Crafty move. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Leonard outside. The 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Conley passes to Towns. Covington grabs the board. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Beyond the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
From deep, Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Leonard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Covington, he's open. No good, a bit long that time. Minnesota shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Edwards fires from way outside. It's not going to go for him, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Goes up on the baseline. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
Edwards can't hit. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 5-point game. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Could be one of those nights where Russell just absolutely goes nuclear. Defense throwing all kinds of things at him. And he's not slowing down.
Captain Clutch, one of Conley's many monikers, appropriate here. Just wow.
So it's the Clippers picking up the win. And they, all right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Clowns with mad style.